Hey peeps, welcome back to a special continuation of our previous episode. We talked so much we had to split it up. So if you haven't listened to the previous, go ahead and check that out. If you're all caught up, then you may proceed.
Alright, well it's getting late, so I'm going to wrap us up with some fun. Not that the other topics we've had tonight wasn't fun, but something fun about movies. We all love movies here, but one of the coolest things about movies is you can watch a movie and have a completely different interpretation about said movie. See episode BPT movie review 29 with Justin kind of going off on his tangent, or you can see episode 28 where Justin goes off on his tangent, or 27 or 26, 25, 24, 23,
Yeah,
22,
I can
20,
see that.
21.
I can see that.
One of those where Justin has his own theory about the movie.
I think it was too long ago where Jeremy was like, we should contact the director and be like, is this literally what we were fucking talking about?
I want to make that a segment.
So I've got a whole bunch of fan theories here.
Did you contact a director?
Of popular movies. Some
Which
that are
was going to
from
be my topic. That's so funny.
some that are from me, some that aren't from me.
Oh, you made some up?
Yeah, that are just like that are cool, and I want to gauge your guys' opinion on them, kind of, and how well you think they fit and how creative you think they are. So this first one is Tremors and Footloose actually take place in the same universe, and this is how it all works together. That the town in Footloose actually forbid dancing, not because they didn't like it, but because the dancing in Footloose triggered the Tremors to come and get them. That's why Kevin Bacon in Footloose changed his tune so much to be in Tremors. He's like, oh no, and he was so traumatized, going from Footloose to Tremors. So Tremors and Footloose, same universe.
I like that.
I've never seen Tremors, if I'm honest.
I did say Begotten was kind of a retelling of Footloose. The dude was just dancing around, and they're like, no, stop.
You know the premise of Tremors, right?
No.
So
It's a good movie.
It's like these underground. The best thing I can describe them is like the things in Beetlejuice that come out of the sand.
Sandworms.
But it's like
What the fuck did you say?
your footsteps. They travel underground and like they go towards the sound and then they'll just come up and
Yeah, they have no eyes. They just completely work off vibration.
So like A Quiet Place?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
it's what A Quiet Place.
But they're worms.
So
and not,
this Tremors was obviously way before.
they're,
Right.
They're graboids.
What kind of sound does a star make when it's sleeping?
This is a joke? What kind of sound does a star make while it's sleeping?
Yes. Jeremy, how many seconds can you fit in a shadow?
The fuck?
Just answer the question.
37.
How many colors smell like red?
Red.
Nope. How many? Keep going. Whatever. Just go.
37.
All right.
What just happened?
Next one. And this one's a pretty well-known one, but I still like it. Donkey from Shrek was actually one of the small children from Pinocchio who got turned into a donkey.
I like that theory.
The
Young man,
fuck?
do I have to take your phone?
Yes.
Do I have to keep it up here on my desk?
I thought there was a dog in the hall. I was like, lock the door.
But yeah, Donkey from Shrek was a child from Pinocchio who got changed. That's why he has so many actual human mannerisms.
Donkey.
Well, everything in that movie. Pinocchio's in that movie.
Oh, yeah. He is.
Tell a lie. Like what? Like I'm wearing ladies' underwear. Oh, I'm wearing ladies' underwear. Are you? I most certainly am not. It's a thong. Anyway, I don't know. I don't like it.
I don't like that
Only
one.
because Pinocchio's in Shrek. So, well, I
Right.
mean, I guess it can make sense then because Pinocchio is in Shrek.
Yeah.
The universe is
But
crossed.
I mean, I don't know. He's too sassy.
Because he's
Too much
bitter.
Too much of
Maybe.
a personality.
Bitter because he's not a child.
Shrek, my mouth was open and everything.
All right, here's one. This one's
That's brimstone.
This one's a little bit more interesting, and this one's kind of a ride. You got to deal with me. Okay, so the Wizard of Oz, Glenda is actually the villain of the whole entire thing.
I like that one. I've kind of rolled with that one a little
Right.
bit too.
So the house falls and lands on the Wicked Witch of the East, and the ruby slippers go on Dorothy. Right there, Glenda could have said, "Hey, all you got to do, click your heels, you can go home. Right there, movie should have been over. But no, she sends Dorothy on this big epic quest to go find the Wizard of Oz to disprove him, the only ruler of Oz, to prove that he's nothing, just a normal guy behind the door. In that process, she has to kill the Wicked Witch of the West, the other witch. So not only is she taking out the Wicked Witch of the West and the Wicked Witch of the East, she's taking out the other person in power, the ruler of Oz. So in turn, this girl who has no affiliation to anybody, she sends to wipe out the 2 other people in charge.
And then send her home.
Mysteriously goes, oh yeah, now you can just click your heels and go home if you want.
All you have to do
makes
is
sense.
click your heels.
A fucking.
I know. This whole
That bet.
this is pretty much the same
Whole time.
concept of like you had another pair of gloves this whole time. Like that's all I had to do.
Yeah. Like really right there, like, oh no, I'm in a strange land. Well, just click your fucking feet and go home.
I need some Oreos.
There was
It's just like the Goblet of Fire in Harry Potter. It's like, did you put your name in here? No. Well, obviously some shit's going on then.
right.
End
Let's
of
not
fucking
do this
book.
tournament. Let's not do this tournament because somebody's
Obviously
gonna die.
some shady shit's going on. End of that book.
Along those lines, one of the ones I was gonna bring up is there was a theory that Dorothy, since when she wakes up, she's like, you were in it and you were in it. And like, there's like doppelgangers in real life to everyone in Oz.
Yeah.
That she was actually the doppelganger to the Wicked Witch of the East, which is why the Wicked Witch of the West hates her, because she sees like her sister's face on this little girl walking around and doing her own thing.
Yeah.
That was one of the ones. No.
But you weren't in it. ¿Qué pasa?
I knew that was coming up. You say you hate that, but it's secretly awesome.
That should have been your thing.
Saw, paper, or plastic.
Reflections.
All right. So this one, Jessica Fletcher for Murder, She Wrote, killed all those people and framed other people because there's literally no way a woman could have been that accurate at solving a murder mystery
Unless you know all the details
every
yourself.
single week. Yeah.
Right?
Huh. She just delayed it
Like,
out.
you can't be that good.
Then she turned herself into a coffee cup.
Yeah, this
She
is true.
is the
Mrs.
Potts.
Pot.
That's what I meant.
Mrs. Potts.
Sounds like Dexter.
Right?
Could be. Could be.
He doesn't reveal his shit.
Yeah, going hands free.
Her slides are.
No, it's not hands free. I'm hands on.
All right. How about this one? So the Jetsons and the Flintstones
Or in this,
take place in the same universe in a dystopian future where
Right.
the Jetsons live above the clouds and the Flintstones live in the destroyed universe below the clouds where everything went back to its primitive state.
That was another one, but it was more like because in the movie, Elroy Jetson wants to go into the future, which they already are in the future, but like even more into the future, and they went so far into the future that it was a dystopian
future, yeah.
That was
Also-
a theory that I had.
Also, that there was an episode where there was,
The Great Gazo.
space people.
Yep.
I could see that. What year was it, Jetsons? Wasn't that like
It's like the
now?
No.
2080.
2022 or
It's
something?
probably like 2002.
1994. James Bond 007 was actually not the spy the whole time. Because he was never sly about himself. He always went in, same name.
2062, by the way.
2062, okay.
I was close.
We're getting there.
He was never the spy. He always went in, always went after the bad guy, never really hid himself, always went in with a fancy car, flashy evidence.
With a
but they
martini.
still always got
Shake
all
it,
the
not stir.
information they needed. They always still got all the intel. So that means he was the cover. 007 was always the cover for the real spies to go in and get the information they needed.
Makes sense.
007 was also a name, not just one person.
Yeah.
Who
A name of
was
multiple people, which is why the movies are so much. There's so many and they all look different and act different.
Mr. Bean
Code name.
Mr. Bean.
is 007.
Go on.
Let's hear it.
That's it.
That's it.
Like, why do you not believe that?
Why do I not believe it?
It's all laid out in front of you.
I get it. 007.
Bean. Zero.
Bean.
Yes. What does a bean look like?
A bean. 0. I get it. I'm a believer.
Just blew my
I'm
mind.
a
blew my fucking mind. Okay, Pokemon. Big
Gotta
theory
catch 'em all.
about Pokemon. So all these, and it involves the Pokedex. So the professor sends all these children, all these 10-year-olds out with this book they're supposed to write down all their Pokemon in, and they come back with these outlandish animals like, I found a ghost that can shoot poison, or I found this fire-breathing thing that its breath is as hot as the sun. Well, how do you know these things are real since you're getting your information from a book from a 10-year-old child?
See, I don't know anything about Pokemon, so I don't know about that one.
Yeah, all their information about their Pokemon is conducted from research from children.
You're mine, and I can make you do what I want you to do.
The professors never actually go out and do any of the information.
That's
it's all
true.
done by children.
I'm not
They're
a
just
child.
relying on the information
I caught
from
3 Pokemon today.
Ash. And 2002 TV film, It's a Very Muppet Christmas. There's a part where an angel shows Kermit an alternative universe where he was never born.
Twin Towers?
For whatever reason, the editors didn't think about it, and they used old footage showing the Twin Towers still standing. However, in the original version, where Kermit was alive, they were not there. So
Kermit's responsible.
Kermit is somewhat responsible for 9/11.
I always knew it.
It's not easy being green.
Okay, who said that? Because it looked like John did it, but I don't.
You'll never know.
Guys,
You'll never know.
Hi-ho.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
He's a fucking murderer.
He knew
The secret ingredient is children.
He knew one person wasn't going to make it out of the very first room. Because if you look at the boat, every single seat
The
is
number
full.
of seats in each room gets
Yeah.
smaller and smaller.
Every single seat on the boat was full. So he expected one person and a parent. not
Because
to
he's
be.
got the best chocolate and his secret ingredient is children. Augustus!
I can't bring people back.
I can't.
What's that?
I can't do it. I gotta do it on the spot. Who's the He's going to the incinerator.
Right. Scooby-Doo.
The juicing room.
Scooby-Doo were just a bunch of draft dodgers from Vietnam.
That's just hippies talking.
Wait, say that again?
Scooby-Doo, they were just a bunch of draft dodgers from Vietnam
I can
driving around in a van.
see that.
Yeah.
I can see
Goddamn
clearly
hippies.
now. Fucking hippies. Goddamn jets.
Okay, this one was one of my favorite ones. Dora the Explorer is actually visually impaired. She needs the viewers to help her see literally 3 foot around her. That's why she's never looking at what she's looking at. She's always turned looking at the
pisses me
TV.
off.
And she's like, where's the backpack?
It's on your fucking back. And Swiper, too. He'll like throw something right behind her. You'll never catch it now. It's right there.
She's a goddamn panhandler, too.
Because
Right
she's
there. Yes.
literally,
There's a meme
she's visually impaired.
of Blue's Clues. It's like like those stick figure memes or whatever. It's like eating cereal, and they're like, "Can you find the clue?" And he's like, "It's right behind you." And he's like, "Where is it?" He's like, "It's right behind you."
I always wanted to do like a children's mockery type of thing. Like, hey kids, can you help me? Like,
Yeah.
just
I have this
why are
on-
you doing that?
Oh, there is that already. It's called Blippy.
Oh,
The
God.
fuck is
Fucking
Blippy?
Blippy.
Don't you fucking ever say that name to me again.
What is Blippy?
That dude needs to be on a registry, I'm sure.
He sold that show. Quick sidebar. He sold that show to Disney for $3 billion with a B.
Why?
Yeah.
$billion.
Because Disney has money coming out their ass.
Are you searching it? It's not even.
He wears
Don't.
blue
No.
and
You didn't
I'm-
have, you have 2
I'm looking
daughters.
for this
and
meme.
you didn't have to go through a Blippy phase.
No.
You are the luckiest
my-
fucking
No.
parent
My-
Well,
on
I think
earth.
my oldest has stumbled across on like YouTube here and there, but
my niece
it's not a go-to.
watches him, and like it's what I talk about with like kid shows they being
Blippy?
so insulting. Like he's just like,
Blippy?
oh boy, what is this?
This fucker?
Yes.
Yes. There's
What the fuck is this?
There's 2 guys. Well, he's not half and half
PPI.
like that.
Steve Grossman. What the fuck is wrong with
There's
you?
2 guys
Yeah,
that
like
play
this one.
Blippy.
There's
But yeah,
Blippy and there's fake Blippy.
I don't know what this is. I bet Olivia probably knows.
if you watch it, you're gonna
All right, 2 more and then we get to go home. Kevin from Home Alone is actually Jigsaw.
Jigsaw,
All grown
yeah,
up. Yeah, that one's.
that's fine.
And then mine,
The time
One-
frame doesn't make sense.
100% that the guys from the Blair Witch were leading
Heather.
Heather out in the woods to murder.
Yep.
Yes.
It's funny. Some of those are on my
Explain.
list, too.
Explain.
We already went through this.
I
wanna
did a
hear
whole
from him.
topic on it.
yeah.
That was like
sound
5,000 years ago.
No, that was like 3 years ago.
What?
That was what I
Which
said.
one?
2 years ago. When we talked about the Blair Witch. So we had the sound designer who knew how to make sounds to make it sound to lure people.
I think
and
I'm
all
going to
that.
remember everything from 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what
better.
you said in your topic 30 minutes ago.
That's because it was 3 days
Was it
ago.
about Skittles or
Brazen
something?
Pool. Listen back. Go back a few days.
Oh,
Oh, all right.
that was Owen.
The ones I was gonna bring up to the group were fucking I can't remember. Oh, Doc was suicidal from Back to the Future because he had so many failed experiments, which is why he was standing in front of the car when it was coming in.
Trying to get ran
Yeah,
over.
either either he was going to be successful or kill himself and end his life because he had blown all his money on, all these projects and stuff. And if this didn't work out, then he was fucked or whatever. So he's just going to end his life or be successful.
I've read some of them that Doc Brown is actually Marty.
Yeah.
I have read that one.
That seems like a happening thing, like a going.
The other one, like the Joker, was actually
The CIA.
a war
or-
veteran
Yeah.
that, had just lost his mind or whatever in The Dark Knight.
Which Joker?
Keith Ledger.
Heath Ledger's Joker.
the one that's in
There's
The Dark Knight.
3.
The one, yeah. When I said The Dark Knight, you stupid fucking
I don't know why
idiot.
it's
I'm
right
always
with you.
fond of the one of Grease where like Sandy drowned at the
yeah.
beginning
It's
and
all
everything was said.
hallucination.
Yeah.
Peter Pan, all those kids are dead, like cancer kids, and he's the one that takes them to there because that's why they don't grow up because they died.
Yeah. Hook was actually the
It
good
was
guy.
just dark as fuck when you think about
I
it.
know.
So Hook was trying to save the kids or capture the kid, not capture, but like get them back or whatever because he was stealing the kids. And
There's a bunch of cartoon ones we can bring up at a different time.
There's the top from Inception was one of them.
I always like the one that's not as dark, but like Keanu Reeves and John Wick is him from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure when he did go to Oates Military Academy.
I've seen that as well as that's what would happen if he would have taken the red pill. If Neo took the red pill, it would have been John Wick.
I think the Matrix sets it up for everything, though. Any sort of like he can be demented and
Literally, yeah.
go somewhere else or be.
He took the red pill. He was Duke Kaboom.
Duke Kaboom, famous Canadian stuntman.
Oh,
The other one I was gonna bring up was they're like Harry Potter is actually mentally challenged and he's using like Hogwarts as his imagination. Like he goes to a special school and everybody picks
I
on
believe
him
it.
or whatever.
I believe it.
I read one that was talking about Harry Potter. The only way to get into Gryffindor is wanting to get into Gryffindor.
I didn't
it's
choose
the
Gryffindor.
only-
I chose Slytherin.
The
Power
only,
of imagination.
The only school. It's the only one you can get in by wanting to get in. Everywhere else, you're assigned to.
Assigned at birth.
Technically, he was supposed to be Slytherin,
Technically.
but the Sorting Hat was like, "Oh, you don't want to." This is the worst.
Oh,
I can't.
Azkaban for
I just
you.
can't get into movies where they have the accents.
The
like
trolls
that.
are
It's just like-
Jews.
Well, first of all of them are British, though.
I know,
so
but
that's-
it's just like
Them
they
and their
take their
damn
accent.
accent.
damn them and their normal talking for
They
their
take
country.
their accents and turn them up to 10.
They don't. That's just how they talk. It's not Leviosa. It's Leviosa. You bitch.
I tell you
know
what, though,
point
I
you
learned
boys are trying
Avada
to prove.
Kedavra in Hogwarts, and it's a life changer. I literally am murdering everybody, except for the cooldown time is forever.
It does take like
Even with
close
that
to
potion.
3 minutes.
It's 3 minutes, and in game time, that's forever.
I have some ideas for our next episode.
Oh yeah,
I was thinking
I would
about,
love to hear about him on the next episode.
I was thinking about running like a bit of a gauntlet, if you will.
On Jeremy,
Again?
Yes.
I'm sore.
So we can
Let's talk about butts.
there's a fucking TikTok. I know you guys hate TikTok, but oh wait, that
You
episode didn't happen.
re-downloaded it?
That episode didn't happen.
Yeah, dude.
Where a guy's like doing a view of like Vegas or somewhere. It's like nice and scenic, and in the background you hear his girlfriend be like, "My butthole still hurts from last night" or something. He's like, "I'm recording. What are you doing?" I don't know if it's fake or not, but that's still funny as shit. But anyway, that's what made me think of it when you said your butthole hurt.
What kind of gauntlet?
So what kind of gauntlet are we doing?
So I was
I'm just trying to derail
for
Justin.
maybe a main topic or so. We can have like some other topics and then like divide into like some groups here, and we can pick that up
Into twos?
into twos.
Or a 3 and 1.
3. Oh no!
Or we could divide into 4 groups of 1.
Why is he? Why is your head set up so well?
So we have options. It sounds
Christ.
but
This is like the most I've ever been wanting to hear what Justin has to say. So shut up.
all right. So I was thinking about making a little duel, like a gauntlet, like sorry, we can between our next recording, we can already establish what our teams are going to be.
Already.
We can just randomize who's with who.
Why do you add an H to already? Already.
Already?
Hardy.
That's
Already.
why stop. Don't do this.
Let him speak.
I'm a very sensitive guy, you know, right? And it's about to make me cry.
Damn it.
And I can
wake up
put
and
today.
say,
as
Damn
the
it.
day
His
that I cry.
nipples are leaking. Let him finish.
Go on.
I have very low
Stop it.
testosterone. You're gonna have to call me.
I have a
Faye
pill
now.
for that.
All right. So I was thinking about taking Chuck Norris.
That sounded like the sound when he like announces the movie. Yeah, that.
I was thinking about taking Chuck Norris,
Okay.
My dad?
versus
Chuck Norris.
David Hasselhoff. Hasselhoff.
Hasselhoff.
David Hasselhoff.
So two
Chuck
legends
Norris
who are
David
very
Hasselhoff.
memeified
Okay.
in pop culture from early on. Some of the earliest
Yeah.
memes. Pitting them together using the things that they have accrued throughout their lives. You know, so you can use
Pamela
like,
Anderson?
that too. Maybe I don't know.
The Berlin Wall.
Yes.
Pamela
talking car?
Anderson, missionary style.
So we can gather up a bunch of stuff and
On
pit
an
them
island.
together and see who would come out. You know, putting their movies, their rumors, their
What?
news, their
You say nudes?
Nudes.
I was getting there.
David Hasselhoff, he hasn't been in many movies, has he?
He's been quite a bit. He's
No, TV shows.
He's hella
Baywatch,
popular.
The Knight Rider.
the voice, whatever he does with some sort of talent show. Britain's Got Talent. Was that it?
He's in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes.
He was a Knight Rider.
He is Knight Rider.
So we can choose. Obviously, I think I might
Baywatch.
gravitate towards Chuck Norris, but I think we should randomize it. That way it's fair game. And
Does it have to be Chuck Norris versus David Hasselhoff?
I've never wanted to throw my headset any more than I do.
yeah.
Is it Walker,
really wanna
Texas
hurt him.
Ranger versus Knight Rider?
I think we know what our teams are.
All right. So, Jeremy.
What are you, the Burger King drive-thru?
We can have John and Lonnie's team is
Yeah,
known,
I'd like
known
a
as the
double cheeseburger and fries.
John and Lonnie will be known as
Dr.
Team
Pepper.
Deep Throat.
Yum, yum. There's something I also want to add.
There's sinus.
Okay, hold on, guys.
Killing me.
There's something I wanted to add
People are
to
going to
like
hate the end of this episode.
the It movie review.
That was 5 episodes ago.
Ish. Segments. So Burger King actually used something because when it came out, there was like a big thing going on. Like the public was actually like tying like balloons to sewers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so clowns kind of became a bad deal again. So actually clowns that are working, you know, like, and they used like the McDonald's clown because Ronald kind of shares similar face paint and stuff.
Yeah.
And then
Most clowns do.
Burger King in, I want to say it was in Germany or so, they made an ad that they ran with for years or whatever. It's like never trust the clown, you know.
Oh.
And it was clever. It was good.
The lady at Burger King, when I got food on the way here, was like, "Would you like a crown? They're just paper." I'm like, "No, I'm good." She's like, "You don't have to take it. You won't offend me." I'm like,
I just said
I'm
no.
not gonna. I'm
Does she
like,
look like a-
"Do you? Is it because I have a car seat and I got an 8-piece nugget?" Like,
You're like, hey, Miss Lady Bitch.
and she's
Hey.
like, "I have to ask."
That's the
everyone."
requirement. That's the requirement of a crown.
The best
An
part-
8-piece.
The best part was that she had to tell you a paper.
It's made of paper.
How was
You
she
want a
talking to
crown?
you?
It's cardboard.
She opens. She's like, "Here's your card. Would you like a crown?" And then I'm like, "No, I'm good." She shut the window and she opens it back up. She's like, "Here it is. It's just made of paper."
And you'd be like, well, I got scissors.
And I was half tempted to be like, yeah, give me the goddamn crown. Fine, whatever.
She wasn't.
Next
speaking
episode,
to you
Lonnie shows up with the
condescending.
crown on. We know why.
It wasn't all condescending. Like, do you want a crown?
I don't want
hands
to
on her
feel
knees.
like it was, but she was like, would you like a crown? She said it really excited. And I'm like, no, thank you. And she's
Thanks.
like, oh, and she shut the window and she opened it back up and she's like, it's just paper.
They were probably being
I was like, oh, did I offend you?
they were
We
prob-
really got to get rid of these.
they were probably being robbed, and she had wrote "Help me" on the.
I know, right?
Please take
Please
it.
take the fucking crown.
No.
Why wouldn't they just write it on like the burger or something?
He read it.
Spell
He's like,
it
what
out
the
and
fuck
catch
do
it.
you
wait,
want
you
me
didn't
to
get a
do?
burger. You got an 8-piece.
You're getting robbed. I can't bring people back from the dead. Since you're getting robbed, do I have to pay? Can you just give me my food?
Yeah. Can I rob you of food?
Oh man.
Well, thank you guys.
Well, everybody, thank
You're
you
welcome.
thank you so much for this.
Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Boundless
you
PodTrap.
don't come in at all. I don't. We got nothing.
Here's to episode 50.
50, and
everybody.
here's to 50 more. No,
Next.
for real though.
We just got.
It's only my 10th. So
we got
we'll celebrate
just-
my 50th on
we got
this-
40
what,
more.
Math.
Anyway,
Yes.
tonight was fun. Thank you, boys. It's good to be back in studio.
Yeah.
We'll continue this run as long as we can.
We'll have to be getting a new studio here in a few months.
Yes.
We're leaving this place.
I'd say we could do it at Jeremy's house, but it sounds like he
He has bodies in his.
yeah.
We can.
Living room.
I know Justin said his place, my place. We can always. It's all portable.
I don't think the cords go to both.
What?
He's being literal.
I
was
get
making a
ya.
joke.
Like
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you want a crown? It's made of paper.
It's made of paper.
It's only
we just
paper.
travel. Like whoever's hosting that movie, that's what house we're at.
You want to steal a house?
You expect us to drive all the way out to Lonnie?
Yes.
Please.
Love me.
Fuckers
We
come
just
to
do
me
it.
for
We
once.
said it. We can ask that lady if we can use that Burger King.
We'll all take
We'll all
crowns.
wear crowns.
I think we should.
Look, if we take crowns, can we film or record a podcast?
I want to keep going there until she asks like Justin. I want Justin to make it seem like it's the hardest question he's ever been asked.
Yeah, like,
Just stand there after you get
what's
your
it made
food.
out of again?
And they'll be like, hang on,
What? Hold on.
I gotta call my wife.
Which
and,
one is this? Which Burger King is this?
And then when you're on the phone, with your wife, you could just like act like she's just as like befuddled as you.
My mom.
Honey, calm down.
This isn't going to
It's
transfer
just
well.
paper.
7 fucking
It's
cars
not
behind
real.
you.
This isn't going to transfer
Hold
well
on.
audibly.
Hold on. What'd you say it was made out of?
Well, it's made out of what now? What kind of paper? Is it
Paper?
recycled paper? or
gloss?
not
She
paper?
says paper.
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 mat.
Meanwhile,
Matte
7
gloss.
cars are honking behind you.
So it's
Just
a-
kidding. It's Burger King.
it's-
Nobody's there.
It's a crown. A crown.
No,
So-
crown with an N.
What's
not
that
a
going to
D.
translate well over audio, Justin?
So there's this thing that my mom does where like when she tries to tell you how big something is,
Excuse me?
yeah, but like she moves her head unnecessarily. So
You
I'm
are
gonna do
setting
this.
this up for.
She's like, and I'm like, well, how big is this? And she's like,
She does.
I'm like, you don't have to move your head.
Just
It's
De
right
Niro?
there.
That's where you get it from. How does
It's hereditary.
It's so stupid. I'm like, it always frustrated me growing up. Like she just shifts her head back and forth. She's like,
how would De Niro do
like
that?
her laser eyes could. How would De Niro bring people back from the dead?
didn't he do a De Niro in Aladdin?
He did it, Nicholson.
Oh, Nicholson. Okay.
How would De Niro act if a lady at Burger King asked him if he wanted a paper?
A fucking crown. Let me get this straight. I can't.
I
do the
really
voice,
don't
but-
understand. Like, listeners, you do not understand. He transforms. Like his face looks 100% like De Niro. Like it looks like the re-app shit. Like De Niro's being on your refaced on your body.
I need like a
Fucking
big ass
crazy.
mole or something. But all right, we should close this out. Episode BPT
Episode number 50.
in the
Thank you.
books.
Thank you. for-
Fitty! Enjoy your golden
Thank
snacks.
you. Thank you for our
You've
golden
ate them all
thanks.
already. Those
So
Oreos got
much.
destroyed.
Check us out.
One more time for Justin.
I love you all. We love you all.
Tune in
Thank
next
you.
Monday for the movie review of
Jacob's Ladder.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna see.
Probably can't
It
hear it
starts
over
with
the
a
music.
J.
But
Can't hear it over.
Can you hear it over the music?
But enjoy yourselves.
Bye,
Thank
guys.
you.
We appreciate you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Bye.
It's a lot going on. See you guys later. Bye, for real. Okay, bye. Okay, bye. Bye. Are you guys still there?
Thanks for listening to this week's episode. Join us next time for more absurdity that only the guys from the Boundless PodTrap can bring you.